Fortunate that we have a stream delay. So unfortunate. Oh, is my microphone on time, but the stream isn't? Oh wait, this isn't live. Okay, it's live and it's still not working. Go figure, the microphone is actually working, but the visual stream isn't working. First stream was just a mess. I was there for 30 minutes. The delay was so huge that I couldn't hear my microphone work. And when I did hear my microphone, it sounded like a guinea pig squealing and dying for some reason. It was not fun. Procrastinating schoolwork. That's a good excuse to watch my stream. My laggy stream, that is. And no, I'm not doing this in Final Destination Armor. Most people do it in Final Destination Armor, but I have a better armor. Although I'm trying a new meta using, well, not new, but it's new to me. I'm trying to use a new meta by using Wither Specters to do hits phase way faster, so that way I don't have to use Pigment Sword at all for the boss. How much is my RNG meter? Zelda bruisers. I don't know if they have a goal in life. Like, most species on planet Earth don't really seem to have a goal in life, except for reproduction, probably. Like, just saying, like they don't want to be a motivational speaker or something. They just want to live and have children. So, I mean, I can't really say about a video game animal. It's the same, but it feels like it. I am a 0.1% chance for a Judgment Core with 368,000 XP stored. I see my stream delay. It's so bad that I'm just now doing the boss that I'm about to spawn the next. Well, I'm actually a little ways away, but still. I used to carry a lot of people in E-mans, and I prefer Bruiser Hideout for carries because not only is the spawn rate fast, but there's more mobs and it's easier to kill than Sepulture. And most of the people I'm carrying can't even do a tier 2, so why try a lower tier? And you might see me just walk away from the boss to go kill a Zealot Bruiser. That's because my Crimson armor has Crimson stacks. And every time I get a kill, I gain a stack, and at 10 stacks, I get a swipe ability that does 3.3 mil a hit. So I have to, and the stacks last for 7 seconds because I'm wearing 3/4 Crimson, so I have to constantly get more Crimson pieces, or stacks. I've gotten a couple hundred summoning eyes here. I'll check in a minute, like, how many summoning eyes I've gotten from the Lone Mentor NPC. It shows you how many summoning eyes you've ever gotten on whatever profile you're on. Okay, the Lone Adventurer says, I have obtained 882 summoning eyes. I'm in the top 0.08% of Skyblock players when it comes to getting summoning eyes. Current state of Minecraft Legends, I've never been able to play it. See, I have Minecraft, my dad's like, oh, now you want Minecraft Legends? It's like, But didn't you want Minecraft Dungeons? And I'm like, my dad was just like, but I already gave you Minecraft. Why do you want more Minecraft? Isn't it basically the same thing? He didn't understand that with Dungeons, but he says he might give me Legends. So I've not yet played it. It's completely dead like my soul. I hear that it's supposed to be really good and really fun. So is my microphone actually delayed or no? I'm killing zealots to spawn the boss I did a couple minutes ago. And on my screen, I'm spawning another boss. In fact, I just spawned it. How much does it even cost? Like US dollars? I'm not even sure. We'll probably check that out after the stream. Mic is delayed. Oh yeah, you responded, but I'm still spawning my previous boss. So mic is delayed a little bit, but not as much as the stream itself. I don't understand why summon mobs do such fast hits phase. And I actually have 7 souls stored in my weapon. I use an Necromancer Lord armor to give me more spawns, or to allow me to store more souls, and then every time one dies, I can just keep placing more and more. And I place Overflux before I do the Wither Specters, so that way I can heal whatever missing health I'm having, because the boss does more damage the longer it's in hits phase, but this will just heal me up to full health so I can tank that while my minis or my Wither Specters will do everything. I remember someone once said I make such light work of tier 4 Enderman Slayers that I needed a nerf, and I just hate to break it to them, but there are people who are way better than me. People using Legendary Ender Dragon Pet, I have an epic one, I'm getting there. But people using Legendary Ender Dragon Pet to do this. Oh, my auction's expired, and I'll sell those later. Well, now that's 883 summoning eyes, because I just got another one. Look at this guy doing a tier 2. How adorable. Okay, I did not mean to spawn my summons that time. I thought it was maybe in phase for no reason. Yeah, my device at 1%, do you think you should charge it? Yeah, I mean, if it's a phone, definitely. If it's a computer, why isn't it plugged in? Or like, if it is a desktop, why isn't it plugged in? If it's a Nokia, nah, Nokias, they don't need charging. Those things are bricks, but they also last forever. I used to play with a Nokia, like, I'd call my sister with it. It was the first one I ever had, funny enough. My parents were kind of old school, and they gave me a Nokia because they wanted to see me break it. I didn't break it, but that thing kept its charge for a long amount of time. Also, if I keep hitting the boss while it's in the laser beam phase, it doesn't take damage. It looks like it does, but it's actually not taking damage. But the way venomous enchants work, the more hits you land on the mob, the more damage it starts doing. So if I just keep getting hits on the boss while it's in his phase, I can start doing a couple million damage a hit with just the venomous enchant alone. My mic is echoing. Do you have it in like 2 places? Because my output setting is for my headset. Maybe it's because like maybe the sound's coming from your phone and your headset or something like that. Maybe. It's funny. I just killed the boss. And I'm still on the stream. I'm still fighting the last boss. I don't remember days I used Final Destination. Shuffle set leather armor and applied science trim with another material on all 4 pieces of it. Why leather armor? Because you could dye it? Is it because you could dye it? Because flex. Who are you gonna flex it to? Well, you flexed it to me. Leatherite. And I mean, that works, I guess. I don't know what when I should stop grinding. If I'm this close, I'm over almost to the halfway point between E-Man Slayer 8 and E-Man Slayer 9. I just need around 350k more XP to go, which sounds like a lot, but it's a total of 1 mil to go from 0 to 9. I don't know if I should, if I get core before it, should I just finish grinding to E-Man 9? Or should I just go do some dungeons once I have another Terminator? I'm trying to decide, what should I do? Should I finish? Okay, so it's basically an alternate dimension, and if you notice at the top of the mountain in the hub, there's this little spiral of particles. That's the rift, and it opened up when Shen's auction was introduced to the game. Basically, the wizard portal is a way to get into that rift, and it's an alternate dimension of the Skyblock hub. You basically breach space-time, and by entering there, you have a limited time. You do more things in there to unlock more time. One type of immediate update laser. If you mean like one tap the boss, they patched this Venom's touch one tap, or whichever one it was that one tap. Or if you mean like DPS the heck out of it, DPS isn't the best. I'm using a Yeti pet, not a dragon, because I need to make my dragon legendary. But yeah, back to the rift. You need to do things to gain more rift time. Taking damage from mobs will either give you rift time, or if they're a type of vampire, it will give you rift time and hearts damage. Basically, you can unlock new items that you can take out of the rift and make really good items outside the rift. Some of them you can take into the rift and make good items inside the rift. There's a lot of Skyblock XP to get from doing the rift. You also get this necklace, which you'll see in like a minute or 2 minutes from now. It's the Rift Necklace. 25 strength, 100 health, 30 defense, 75 intelligence, 7 magic find, 1 combat wisdom, 1 farming wisdom, 1 enchanting wisdom. The 4 vitality comes from the quantum enchant I put on it, and sometimes on weekends I'll get 2 wisdom of whatever skill the game wants to give me. It's not a quest, but every time you go in there, sometimes it's free to enter. Every 4 hours it becomes free, but you have to pay with bits or XP bottles between those 4 hours. But you gain more and more time, and you make a lot of progress, and every time you put a time charm in the museum, you gain 100 Skyblock XP, so you get 7 levels from just the time charms. And there's collections in the rift. There's a new minion, the vampire minion. There's a lot of things to get from the rift. It's considered fairly easy. The rift is for like all levels. There's no Skyblock level required or any combat level required to do the rift, as far as I'm aware. Pretty sure any level can just enter the rift after a certain Skyblock level, like level 10 or something, I think. But like, there's no like nothing outside the rift that is required to like cheese it, because you can't really cheese it. So it's not like there's anything you have to worry about when doing the rift. Yeah, the necklace isn't that bad. All you need is 1 time charm, and you get the lowest level of the necklace. You get 1 necklace. But the more time charms you get, it'll upgrade the necklace. You can only get 7 time charms at the moment because they never released the mountain area. But it's a really well-made update. You can get Enigma Souls. How do I get a time charm? You have to do different quests, and eventually the first one you'll do will lead you to fighting the Supreme Leech. When you fight the Supreme Leech, you get Supreme Leech fragments. Use a few other resources, and you can craft a Supreme Time Charm, which you can put in the Rift Gallery. And that'll give you 2 necklaces, one for the Rift, one that's Rift transferable. You take out the Rift, and you can use outside the Rift. Yeah, there's a lot to go on in the Rift. If you're really confused and when you're stuck in the middle of the Rift, and I'm like, no, I'm going to help you. You can always consult the Hypixel wiki. If you're in the Rift, do /wiki this while holding whatever item you want to look on the wiki, and found item, I'm split katana because I'm currently holding it. Click here to find out about on the official wiki. So if you're ever confused, you can do that, and you can find out all the information you need to know about that. You breach space-time. You have a limited time to be there, and you're trying to do things to get more time, and you can bring things out of the Rift to make money. You can take things into the Rift to get better at the Rift, and there's a whole Vampire Slayer, there's a whole bunch of things you have to do. But you get a lot of Skyblock XP from it, so it's not like there's no rewards. There's also collections that make you progress into the game more. You get new recipes, new items, especially a lot of new talismans. Some of the talismans you take out of the Rift, some of them you don't. If you played the Rift right when it released like I did, and then you lost all your Rift talismans, they replaced all the Mirrorverse talismans with recombobulated. Yeah. I mean, I felt like it was always going to be a traditional Minecraft mob, but, I mean, they can do what they want. It's a fun Slayer. There's nothing wrong with the Slayer, except for a few bugs, like any Slayer. The lag is starting to get to me. I thought the next Slayer might have been, like, Withermancer, or not Withermancer, Wither Skeleton, but then the Wither Skeleton was put into Quasi, which is part of the Blade Slayer, so I highly doubt that would be a thing. But yeah, there's a lot of unique property about the mobs in the Rift. You just have to learn what to avoid to not take a lot of damage. Because if you take damage from anything that isn't a vampire type mob, you will take time damage. And usually it'll be like a minute of time damage. If it's an ability, that is. 90% of the way. I don't know how many items there are, but I'm pretty sure there's gotta be a lot, considering that you're still playing that game. Like, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing that you're still playing the game. I'm saying just considering how you're still playing that, there's probably a lot to collect. Should have brought a bottle of water up here or something. Starting to get thirsty. Yeah, I've done that sometimes in Skyblock. I like salvaged the items I needed, and then realized, oh no, I salvaged that, and later I actually needed it for like the museum, or I needed it for something else. I've also done things like that, similar though. I sold a lot of Dragon Essence, and then a week later, I sold like 13,000 Dragon Essence, and a week later, oh look at here, there's a Dragon Essence shop, and I'm like, oh, that's just great. And it was put on the alpha like the week before, and I was like, oh, I should have known about this before I did this. But I didn't know about it before, so. Yeah, I could have maxed out more perks than I've already maxed out right now. That's kind of like tier 5 Vampire Slayers. It's hard if even if you know what you're doing, it's still pretty hard. Yeah, I mean, Hypixel Skyblock, even if you know what you're doing, Master Mode Dungeons, tier 5 Kudra, that can still be hard. And I find those fun, so I probably would find Skyblock Legends and Dungeons fun. Yeah, there's a new necklace enchant from Vampire Slayers called Quantum, and you get tier 3 books, and then you can make them level 5, and it gives 4 vitality on weekdays, And on weekends, 2 wisdom of a random skill, including carpentry and rune crafting wisdom. And then, there's an enchantment from tier 5, which I've yet to drop one. It's called The One. And it's an ultimate enchantment you can put on necklaces, which will give you strength and health based on your number of max collections. Which, you might think I have max collections, I don't. I don't have the money to max out the chili pepper collection. And some of the rift collections I haven't maxed out because I just do Vampire Slayer instead. No, they're actually fairly cheap. Okay, so 1. Quantum 3 is 125k. Quantum 5 is almost 1 mil. If you buy it, that is. The One. The One is expensive. It's 35 mil for a tier 4 book. 150 mil for tier 5 book. That makes perfect sense. Just, you need 2 tier 4s to make 1 tier 5, and the tier 5 is 4 times the price. That makes perfect sense. But yeah, very few people can do tier 5s, and I'm grinding another Vampire Dentist relic to keep in the Rift, because the one I had in the Rift I did my first tier 5 with. I had to take it out of the Rift because all Rift talismans that got taken out of the Rift got wiped. So I had to take it out of the Rift to use it outside the Rift. Because it's better outside the Rift than in the Rift, but it's also very important in the Rift to use it for Slayers. Because the Vampire Dentist relic outside the Rift gives 10 health regen, 1 vitality, applies a natural regen tick when you deal melee damage with a 1-second cooldown. So basically, every time I hit a mob, I get a health regen tick, and because I have so much vitality, it heals me a lot. But it has a 1-second cooldown, but it's still really OP. I have 194 vitality. The necklace is actually soulbound. Not co-op soulbound, but completely soulbound to only you. Otherwise, people would be selling them all the time. But I mean, some other stuff from the Rift are not soulbound that you can transfer in and out of the Rift. And I've got maxed gear in the Rift except for Dentist Relic, which I'm grinding for another one. I've done enough Vampire Slayers to get 1 McBrothers burger, which you might not know what that is, but it just means you get motes way easier in the Rift, which motes are the currency. And you gain 12 seconds more Rift time when you enter the Rift, but like, considering that's what I have, I still have a lot of progress in the Rift. OP set of gear, like equipment. Well, what I'm using is Gas Cloak for the heals, Rift Necklace for the magic find, and Gauntlet Contagion for the ability to hit nearby mobs for damage, and Implosion Belt to buff Gauntlet Contagion. Implosion Belt just increases all explosion damage by 25%. Gauntlet Contagion, whenever I kill a mob, 10% of its health does damage to other nearby mobs that are within the explosion it creates. And the Implosion Belt will buff that damage. Oh, Armor and Sword. Well, for melee, the best set would be Crimson. I have a Burning 4-star Crimson Chestplate. Fiery, which is better, is the best piece I have. Fiery 0-star Crimson Leggings, and Burning 8-star Crimson Boots with Warden Helmet, and I'm using Anslick Katana. But the Crimson is really good. It's expensive. The leggings are like 100 and something mil, but that doesn't calculate all the cost of the essence by the net worth bot. But it's actually a really good armor, and it gives way more health than Necron. Less defense, but way more health than Necron, so it's actually a viable option. And plus, because I'm a high Skyblock level, for you it might seem high. Implosion Belt gives 70 defense, so it might be better than Blue Belt. But if you're struggling to tank something, blue belt might still be better because it gives a little bit of defense and health with it. Implosion belt, I use it just because I'm using Goblin Contagion. But honestly, you want a belt that would give you damage, then maybe use the Blaze belt because it gives you some of that, or Molten belt because it gives you 20 strength, 30 health, 20 defense. Or you use a Flaming Fist because every time you hit a mob, you shoot out 3 fists, doing 10k fire damage to the mob. Yeah, I mean, this is just my accessory bag stuff. But the blue belt gives 25 health, 15 defense, 4% damage reduction, which still might be better for EHP than the Implosion belt. But it also depends how little defense you have. Warden helmet's actually really good, and I prefer the True Warden skin over the regular texture, but I can't afford the True Warden skin if I'm saving it for Legendary Ender Dragon. So it's 240 mil plus 8 summoning eyes to make a Legendary Ender Dragon from Epic, and I have a level 100 Epic one, so... It's originally 400 mil, but with every level it removes 1.2 mil for the upgrade cost at CAT, so it's actually cheaper to get a level 1 Epic and then make it level 100 and then upgrade it. Yeah, I mean, I've still got to upgrade it, and then I can use this legendary. I'm not gonna boost it, 'cause that just I like having a Shelmet. I love watching Skyblock. He's confused about what the True War skin is supposed to look like. Yeah, it's supposed to look like the Warden from Minecraft, vanilla Minecraft. Because they did a lot of reference to vanilla Minecraft. When Warden was announced, they got the Warden skin and they added the Warden helmet, but Warden skin came later. There's so many things that reference the vanilla Minecraft. The Nether update happened in the Nether update, and then now there's the Crimson Isle. The end update didn't happen, but they made an end update in Skyblock after the end update came out. Not that close related. Like, a lot of things that happen in vanilla Minecraft happen here. There was a Caves and Cliffs update, Dwarven Mines, and then Crystal Hollows. I need to stop spamming right click, it's just filling up my chat. Yeah, the boss automatically despawns your summons because people used to just use a Wither Cloak before they gave it a cooldown and like a certain duration. And they use a God Pot and Goblin Armor to have infinite mana basically. And they would just Wither Cloak so they didn't take any damage. And then their Hypixel souls would literally just attack the Voidgloom Seraph and do the whole boss for them. It wouldn't get the beacons or anything, but the beacons will be shielded by the cloak. Kill Warden in 20 seconds on hard difficult by using strength and internal master potion and just critting it out. Yeah, that sounds about right. No, I did not almost miss that beacon, but you're not gonna see it for a while. Thing is, if I end the stream now, the stream ends now, and so whatever point you see the stream, it looks like I could be mid-boss, and then the stream ends, which is just stupid. So I might just go AFK for a bit and just say the stream is over and wait for the stream to catch up and then turn it off. But that won't be for a while. I'm grinding till I get an RNG. In fact, did you know that before you can literally build a redstone contraction go physically and kill and survive max using item shuttling? Yeah, I knew about that. And then what was the other redstone contraction that just one tap everything? I think they patched that one too. It was like one tap the ender dragon, one tap anything just using an arrow. And there was also a way to make your dogs invulnerable. Did they fix that? Your dogs would be stuck in the damage tick so they couldn't take damage, but they could still attack things. Oh, it still works? Oh. The wolf one, yeah. I feel like they patched that a while ago. It makes sense to patch that they would patch the invulnerable wolf. Basically, the wolf would defend you and do everything a regular wolf was, but it looked like it was stuck in a damage tick, and it actually was. So it was stuck in the middle of taking damage, and you were able to buff it with potions, and it would just become invincible. Even without potions, it was invincible. But like the potions would just make it even stronger, and you can just use a whole army of them to kill everything for you. Apparently there's also a way to make a remote ender pearl stasis chamber. Oh yeah! If you go to sleep, you can instantly teleport yourself back. You can go to the world border and sleep, and you would instantly teleport back. Oh, I found an end rune. If only they didn't have trouble selling. Summoning ring. Summoning rings went down in price since I did it. Okay, well, I lost money on this summoning ring. 11.57 mil. Let me separate these end runes. At least some of the end runes have gone up. No, they've gone down again. Everything's going down. 600k. How did I do that? Okay. 600k. But I also have an auto pet rule making this a very fast spawning sequence. Like, some people, I've seen people like my Skyblock level, and they don't even use auto pet rules. They literally have a baby yeti the whole time, or an ender dragon the whole time, and their boss spawns are slower, but they kill their bosses faster, and we end up having them around the same times, which is just sad. If they had an auto pet rule, the times would be so much faster for them. But they even have like level 100 ender dragons, and they're not leveling it up anymore, but they still use it to spawn the boss. Like, you don't need that damage for the minis if you have a little bit of ferocity and crimson stacks. I can easily kill a radical without ferocity. Gonna help these guys because there's no Enderman to kill. Oh wow, the stream's so delayed, it's only just now showing my equipment. Like when I was talking about the equipment, I was literally showing it off at the same time, and I'm watching a stream on the side panel of my screen. Like the stream looks like it's in the dead center of the screen for you, but for me it's actually off to one side is where the chat is, and everything else is is taking up the other half. Surprised I haven't lost a single Wither Spectre yet. They tend to die easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I did lose one apparently at some point. Now I'm showing off my armor. Yeah. This stream is really delayed. I think my computer's just bad though, because every stream I do, it's always delayed by a lot, which is why last stream I was struggling, like last stream was a couple minutes before this one started. I was struggling to get the audio to work. And I figured, okay, let's just cold turkey it and just take it off the stream, take the stream offline and then take it back online, and it actually worked. And everything started working and it fixed. The microphone stopped sounding like it was a guinea pig squealing for its life. The game sounds weren't actually way too loud, and the video quality is actually a little bit better. The resolution is upgraded. Okay, apparently there's still a way to make it work. Okay, yeah, sleep one is impractical because it only works in Overworld and only when it's nice. Skyblock, Great Recession 2023. Well, I gotta go have fun on your grind. Well, good night. Good luck with your homework. You still have school somehow, and school starts on August 1st for me. I've been on summer vacation for almost 2 months now. Yeah, go enjoy the end of your school year and enjoy your day, I guess, your night. This guy thinks he's helping me do my Enderman Slayer boss. But he really isn't. There's no way he did enough damage between the last laser beam phase. Or the last hits phase to the end to be able to get loot, so I don't even know why he tried. Let's check it on the stream. How's it going? Peaked at 2 viewers twice. Okay, this stream's not doing that well. It's not doing bad, but not well, should I say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does it count every time it's an individual view? Okay, well. Well, I'm gonna go AFK in the lobby and wait for the stream to catch up, and then I'll end it then and there. So that's it for this stream. Thank you so much for watching. I'm doing an outro right now, but you're not gonna be able to see it because I'm still mid-boss according to the stream. But that's it for the stream. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. And I do not have an upload schedule or a stream schedule. I'll just the day of, I'll probably set up a stream when I feel like being able to stream Voidglooms or something like that, because that's what I'm gonna stream lately, just Voidglooms. Anyways, I'll just let this play out, and when I stop moving and just stand still in the stream, I'll end it. Special commentary from my cat. She's begging me for food. Human food, that is. I'm petting you, okay? Be happy. Making moaning sounds will not get you food. Nor will grinding your teeth on my finger. Oh yes, that's ASMR. She loves having her, like, when I stick out my finger, she puts her lip around it and she starts grinding her teeth on the side of my finger. Even if I stop doing it, you might think that's not healthy for the cat. The veterinarian says it's perfectly... It's not normal for a cat to do that, but it's perfectly okay for her to do that as long as she doesn't excessively do it. But she'll go up to a box and just do it on like a cardboard box's corner. And there she goes.